Hey everybody, it's Lynn Hayes here. Thanks for checking in with me. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's happening here at Astrodynamics, what I'm doing with my writings, and there's going to be a few changes that I wanted to let you know about. Most of you, many of you had received a survey to fill out that I sent, and the reason that that happened or how that started was I was working on my monthly report. It's called Planetary Illuminations. I send it out every month. I've written this kind of report since the early 90s, so I've been doing it for a long time. And I was working on the planetary calendar at the end of the report, and I just wondered, does anybody even read this? Do I even need to write it? Are people appreciating it, enjoying it? So I sent out the survey, and then while I was doing the survey, I asked a lot of other questions, and that was very interesting. So the way I'm going to format this talk is I'm going to just give you the details first. So if that's all you want, you can check out early. And then later on in the video, I'll kind of tell you a little bit more about the survey, what people said, and some of the reasoning and the details around why I'm making these changes. So the first thing I want to start with is the Planetary Illuminations report. That's going to come out every month just as it has. I usually publish that on the first of every month. It's got the forecast for that month. What I'm going to try to do, if I can, is add a video to that so that there's also a monthly video that's available online. I'm not going to be doing the transcriptions I was doing. That was just way too much work. What I could do, I suppose, is make unedited transcriptions available, but when I tried that, it really didn't work. So if I do a video, I will do timestamps so you can go to just the place that is important to you and that you want to see or hear about. The thing about the video is I can put up charts, and I can, sometimes things come up when I'm talking that don't really come up when I'm writing, and vice versa, because when I'm writing, I have a chance to think about what I'm saying. But in any case, the monthly planetary illuminations report will come out exactly the same. What's going to change is the daily posts, and what has happened, over the last few years, I've been posting every day something about the planetary information for that day. And that's been really wonderful. And especially, of course, picking the right art for the post. That's one of my favorite parts. But it does take up a lot of time and a lot of bandwidth. So even though I love it, it's been making it very difficult for me to write about other things that I used to really enjoy writing about on the blog, political things, profiles of people in the news, those sorts of things. So I'd like to get back to that. And so here's my plan for the writing piece of this, which is to have a weekly forecast, not a video, a written forecast, but in the same kind of format as what I did for the video. Basically starting with the general influences for the week and then breaking it down by day. So I hope to start this weekend. That's why I wanted to put up this video today. So starting on Sunday, hopefully afternoon or evening, I will put that up on the blog. If you subscribe to the blog updates, you'll receive it at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Now, the other thing about the weekly forecast is that will be better than the dailies, really, for my readers and friends that are in other parts of the world and other time zones. So I hope that that will be of use to all of you. So there will be the weekly update. And then I still want to write a little blurb every day because I just love that in the morning. I just, meditate, and it's a part of my morning routine that I cherish. What do I need to say today? What do I need to know? How do I need to tell my people? So, and then what kind of art should I pick for that? So that's going to continue every day, but it'll be short. So if you subscribe to the blog updates, you will get that every day in your email. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll still get those, but again, there'll be like one paragraph. I will probably not be putting these up on Twitter. Twitter is, I keep pretty much just for politics and news stuff. Like if there's a flood, I'm like, oh, Neptune in Pisces was squared by whatever, at this time. That's pretty much what I do on Twitter, and I think I'll keep it that way. But then there will be other blog articles, maybe 2 or 3 during the week. And so anybody who subscribes in their email, you will get those too. So on some days you might have 2 posts, never more than that. So that's the plan. And I think that's pretty much all that I have to say. So if that's all you're interested in, you can check out now. I will say goodbye. For the rest of you, if there's any of you left, I just want to, say a little bit about sort of what happened, what was in the survey. I'm going to put up the examples if you're interested. I know when I'm looking at other people's videos, this is the kind of thing I'm really interested in, what goes on behind the scenes. So I did send out this survey last week, and I sent it out to the readers of the monthly report, the people who subscribe to the blog updates, and there's overlap between all of these, and then also to my Facebook people. The thing about Facebook, and this is part of the reason that I want to stop like pouring so much energy into Facebook, and I probably didn't say that properly. And I'm determined when I do videos not to go back and edit, that you're just going to get them as they are. But Facebook really demands, there's some soul sucking about it that is really difficult. Facebook wants you to post all the time, and it wants you to like every comment, which I do actually, but it wants you to respond to every one within 30 seconds and always be on Facebook to watch. And it's just, so out of 10,000 followers of the blog, I think it's like a little more than that now, there will be maybe 2,000-3,000, which is a lot of people, but it's not as many as 10,000 who read it. And then you feel like you just have to keep doing more and more and more. And that's kind of draining. So the Facebook readers anyway, 48% said that they really wanted more forecast videos, which surprised me because when I did the forecast videos, they wanted transcriptions. But in any case, 48% wanted forecast videos and 68% wanted more articles about current events. And that's kind of what I like to do on the blog, really. So I think what I'll start doing is pumping more of that content, like when there's a news article that ties into planetary events, I will put that out both to Facebook and to Twitter. And certainly the blog articles will go to Facebook and to Twitter. And if you're not getting the Facebook posts, it's really just because of the Facebook algorithm. I've tried all kinds of things to get around it. There just really isn't. And that, by the way, is really the main reason I started carrying those Facebook posts on my blog, because I learned a long time ago that you need to retain ownership of your content. So in any case, that was really interesting. And of the blog, so the people who subscribe to the blog, 53% of those people read the posts every day. So I think everyday posts are a lot of information for a lot of people. So I'm hoping that this will be of use to many of you. And then the only other thing that I just want to talk about is video. And last year in lockdown, it was really fun to do the videos, and I learned how to edit videos, and I like to learn new things, Gemini rising. But I'm also a bit of a perfectionist, so I really wanted to edit out all the ums and if there was space and or I didn't say things right. I wanted to put new things back in, and I learned how to put the little animations and all that stuff in. And I just got overwhelmed, I think. So a video took me, maybe 5 hours, which when I had nothing else to do was fine. But as things started to open up, it was just too much. So if I do some videos, and I do want to do some, I have a lot of ideas and I want to do more educational stuff. For one thing, it's a legacy that I can leave. You know, if something happens to me, the videos will still be there. But I'm not going to be doing the fancy stuff. I'm not going to be trying to be a YouTube personality and have a fancy introduction or any of that stuff. It's going to be what you see is what you get, basically, maybe a little lipstick. And recording on Zoom, so I don't have to worry about lights. And anyway, so that's the story with the videos. I possibly may start doing monthly forecasts with the video. I'm going to maybe try one and see how that works. So I think that's really all that I have to say. I really appreciate, especially if you hung around till the end. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you on the web. Take care. See you soon.